Hey guys, Tay here and welcome to another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video. Today we're going to be going over most, if not all, of the brand new features within multiplayer which are going to be making their way into the game this year. Now, for a long period of time I've been speculating as to how many of these new features that they've put into the game will actually make their way into multiplayer. For example, the Exo-Skeleton suits, the super boost jump, the super strength that comes with the Exo-Skeleton suits. We've been wondering how many of these new features would actually make their way into multiplayer, you know, whether it would be balanced or not and everything like that. But recently we have had confirmation through an interview that Michael Condrey did, who is an employee of Sledgehammer, with an Xbox magazine, and they managed to get an absolute ton of information out of him about the multiplayer mode and all of these new features as well. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, please hit that like button, but let's jump into the information right now. So, quoting Condrey himself, he says, "We've got heavy weapons, which is sort of another new class, verticality through the boost jump, and you can imagine what that does to the multiplayer experience." He goes on to say, and then cloak, super strength, and the off-the-controller changes like the Exo Boost and the Exo Slide. So within those short couple of sentences, we've managed to gain some game-changing information about the multiplayer. We now have confirmation that heavy weapons is going to be like a new class within the multiplayer. Whether these are going to do extra damage against the kind of Exo-Skeleton suit people, we'll have to wait and see. Verticality to the multiplayer maps is going to be a big part, he says, especially with the new inclusion of the super boost jump, so the ability to jump a little bit higher than usual. I speculated that there would be like 2, maybe 3 tiers to a map now rather than just the standard 1 and sometimes 2 when you go into buildings. Now probably there's going to be 2, 3, maybe 4 layers to a map, or different levels to a map, and it's just going to be really interesting to see how that works out. It also says Cloaking Tech, which we did actually see in one of the trailers. I didn't think this would make its way into multiplayer because I think it would be overpowered, but I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. Basically, if you don't know what Cloaking Tech is, it's basically where you look invisible, or you blend in with the background very well. And maybe this is going to be on people, maybe it's just going to be on weapons or certain equipment or something. He didn't really go into much detail about that, unfortunately, but I'm pretty certain they will not be stupid and make it so that everyone can be invisible, because that would be ridiculous, and they're not that stupid. So you're in safe hands with Sledgehammer, they know what they're doing. He also said that there's going to be the super strength, which is cool. We saw in the gameplay demo someone ripping a car door off of a car and using it as a shield. Maybe this feature will be in the game, maybe something similar to that, where you can maybe open doors or breach walls or something. We'll have to wait and see. He also, of course, said the Exo Boost and the Exo Slide sort of included with the Exo Jump as well. Basically the ability with the Exo-Skeleton suit to jump higher, the Exo Boost to kind of make a little bit of a boost left or right really quickly to get out of the line of fire, and the Exo Slide to basically, it's very similar, just to get out of the line of fire as well. He also goes on to say we've got a really great combo now with the boost jump and then a lethal slam from above. So incorporating this Exo-Skeleton boost jump, and I'm guessing it's going to be like a melee from above, where basically you can jump down from above and like basically slam someone to death from above, which sounds pretty mental. It sounds like something we've only ever seen in like a single player kind of mode before. But bringing that stuff into multiplayer is always going to be fun, and I think there's a lot of fun that could be had with that. He goes into a bit more depth about the suit itself. He says the suit's manoeuvring capabilities enable you to get a drop on the enemy or pluck a door from a nearby car to use it as your shield as you approach. All of these abilities can be used upon in multiplayer as well. So big emphasis on the Exo-Skeleton suits. I didn't think they'd put quite so much emphasis on it, but they really have gone for it this year. And looks like the suit, you're going to be able to, with your super strength, take doors off cars using the shields. You're going to be able to jump, do that like choke slam from above, and it sounds like something which everybody's going to be able to do. It's not going to be like a special perk or something that you have, or some special setting where you have this suit. It sounds like everybody's going to be able to do this, or you know, it's going to at least be commonplace, because if they're going to design the maps to be more vertical, then surely everyone's got to be able to use the super boost jump. The final thing that he goes on to say is that what we do look, this is about the weapons, he says what we do is they look at a weapon like an AK-47, and in the past 50 years it hasn't changed that much. So because this game is set around 50 years in the future, the futuristic version of this weapon may not have changed that much from the version that we see today. For other weapons they've looked at and seen that they have changed quite a bit over 50 years, and so they've made the suitable adjustments to say that maybe it will change quite a lot in the future again. So that is where they're kind of going with the futuristic weapons. Maybe not as futuristic as you might have thought, because you got weapons like the AK-47, which may be similar to the ones which you've seen in previous Call of Duties, maybe just dubbed up a little bit. But that is basically all that he has said. What do you guys make of some of these changes? Make sure to put your thoughts in the comment section down below. What's your favourite new feature? And did you really think that these features were going to make their way into multiplayer? Leave a quick like if you have enjoyed this video and it's helped you out and you've learned something new today. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done already so you don't miss out on all the latest Call of Duty news and information. And I'll see you very soon. Ciao.